All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Vays. Coming to you live from this beautiful island off the coast of Panama. Have a nice cup of coffee. Man, the sun was not out. It was like behind the clouds, and I timed the stream so badly. So now I'm a little bit in the shadow, but you can still see the gorgeous view outside my balcony. Man. Hope the audio is good. I know the video ain't great. Wish I could increase the lighting. No, I don't think I can. I can maybe zoom in. No, I'm still in the dark. So we'll zoom out. Check out that rock behind me. Look at that rock. I can't zoom in anymore. It's so freaking cool. All right, let's zoom out. Let's zoom out all the way. Yeah. No, it's really cool. So here, if I wrap the camera around, and then the other way, and that's the room. And there's like vultures flying around. It's great. They're really cool. They're not as big as I thought they'd be. All right, let's position the camera here. There we go. Yeah, you see the sun coming out, and it just puts me in the shadow. Okay, let's go to the charts. I am leaving here in a few hours. I only came here for one night. Oh, damn. Good thing I put pants on. I was going to be at 50-50. I wouldn't be able to see it. I still would have had like boxers on and stuff. I know sometimes these shows do happen with without pants, but I make sure that the camera has no ability to to pivot down when I'm sitting at a table. All right, let's go to the charts. Damn it, I don't know why it did that to me again. I can't share monitors, so now I gotta, before I go screen sharing, I need to make sure that I don't dox anything stupid. So let me just go through my stuff here. Yeah, that's not good. That needs to go to a different monitor here. Let me drop that down. Let's see what this is. That's fine. That's fine. Nope, that needs to get moved as well. That's okay. I can dox that. That's also okay. All right, now we can go screen share. All right, here we go. So we are looking at the monthly chart. You can see how our month is currently right at the lows. The bad news is that we still have 2 or 3 more months to go. The good news is that you might be able to buy your coins super cheap because in the entire history of Bitcoin, we have never closed below the 50-month moving average. So that is my ultimate buy the dip. That's the sell your kidney and buy Bitcoin level of commitment to Bitcoin. And that takes place right around $22,000 to $23,000. Hopefully we'll never get there, but if we do, whatever you can sell, you sell and go all in. At least I will. I mean, you guys can do whatever you like. Here's the weekly chart. I've been very bearish on the weekly chart. Once again, I will be optimistic because I'm having a really good morning hanging out here on this beautiful island. which I may be fundraising for to try and buy. I mean, I wouldn't be able to buy it. I don't know nothing about buying an island. But hopefully some people that I meet here in Panama could have the proper paperwork to buy this entire island. And I will definitely want to be in on that deal in any kind of capacity because I want one of these balconies. Why am I losing my voice? Okay. So the weekly chart is about to close at a brand new weekly low. And that is a very bearish sign. But as I said a minute ago, we're going to be optimistic. Again, it's not drawing. I hate it when it does that. We're getting close. So this would be the second lowest weekly close. Though we should have closed already, right? Today is Monday, right? So we should have a new candle. So this kind of sucks, which means that like we have another candle and we're actually supposed to be a lot lower. And we're not updating my charts. So this is tricky. I'm going to try to, I want to see the new prices. So this means I need to disconnect from the internet and reconnect, which means I could lose my connection. Let me try to do that right now. Maybe I can, no, I can't push to my phone. Okay, I'm going to try to disconnect and reconnect real quick. Okay, so hopefully I'm still like live and my connection wasn't too disrupted. And now you can see the new candle right there. And now my line showed up too. Nice. Okay, so that means the monthly is probably a little bit lower too. Yep, there it is. So that worked. And I think my little box of camera was blocking the name of the hotel that I'm at, which is also kind of good. It's kind of good. Like once, if this deal goes to papers, I'll then announce where this hotel is because everyone has to come here. It's freaking incredible. Incredible. Not crazy expensive either. Okay, so we are, whoa, you hear that? You hear that? I hope it's the parrots. Hope they come and land on this balcony. Okay. The good news is we can lower this line. This is my line of we are back to being bullish. I'm lowering it to about 40,500 now. No longer need to go all the way up. And also in about 5 weeks, we will have an MRI weekly buy. If that takes place around 23,000, that would be also incredible because that is a great level of support. We saw it right here on a weekly scale. This is the 200 week moving average. And we saw it right here back in December of 2018. And we saw it here back in August of 2015. Wow, I really want to go to the beach. This is going to be, I need to speed this up. There's a beach right down, like I can see the beach. It's like right there. Four-day chart. Oh, look at that. We got our MRI buy, but I'm not rushing into this yet. We got 4 full days. We're only half a day in. Let's give this a little bit more time. If this thing dips down to like the 31 area, like just under 31K, that could be a potential buying opportunity, but that buying opportunity could be short-lived. There's not much on this chart that's bullish other than the MRI itself, but we did break the MRI support line. Look how long we've had this line. And that means that it's generally a 1 to 4 candle bounce, maybe back to 36, 37, and then a new leg down that would take us significantly lower. Guys, I've been telling you for a long time that I have no support anywhere in this area. To me, this is not support. Is it possible we can bounce from the low 30,000 and go all the way to 100,000? It's possible, but I'm not putting money on that trade. Because to me, double bottoms are meant to be broken to the downside unless they are at extreme lows. And these are not extreme lows. You have this giant gap between 30 and 20. So this is not what I call an extreme low double bottom. Like if this was happening, like if this was at the $20,000 area and then this was happening at the $20,000 area, I would talk about this very, very differently. I do like these, extension B and the MRI buy on this candle, but I'm not gonna jump on this yet. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. All right, guys, from here, I am off to London. Well, I'm off to the US first, and then for a few days, and then off to London. I'll probably go visit Scotland for a little bit. I'm supposed to just get back to a workstation and work on a financial summit. That is literally all I'm working on. This is honestly really, really important to me. It's important to me to make an incredible event. And this event doesn't have, well, there's not much I do for this event other than put together an amazing mix of people. So if you are someone that is in the financial space and for who the price tag of this event is affordable, this is where you want to be because the people that come here are really successful, and the connections you make, I'll put this up against any event on the connections that you will make for improving your financial career going forward. So come and join us at the Financial Summit. In London, I will be speaking at the Alternative Investment Management Summit, just so you guys know. Okay, daily chart. The daily chart, let's see where we are in the MRI. The daily chart has about 4 or 5 days to go before a very nice MRI buy situation. Now, this is the 5th candle of the trend. So in order for us to get an MRI buy, we will need to go lower than this candle's close. The lower this candle's close, the harder it will be to get that MRI buy. If this candle rallies, it'll be easier to get the MRI buy later because it'll be easier to close lower than this candle. So let's see how it goes from this point on. You can see what happened once we broke the MRI support line, which I was saying was going to be the last line of defense for Bitcoin. And once we came back to it the second time right here on May 3rd, I knew that Bitcoin was in serious trouble. And I did not really take this bounce very, very seriously. This is the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart is not that interesting. It is going to come up on an MRI buy tomorrow. I'm starting to sweat here. I'm in direct sun and I'm wearing a hoodie. It's not a good combination. So I'm going to skip that. I'm going to skip GBTC. There's not much I can say on that right now. I'll talk about it later. Oil, I remain bullish. I think gold took a little bit of a nosedive. I remain bullish for now, but we'll see what happens later. The stock market is, of course, very correlated. As you guys know, I am bearish on the stock market for the time being. My intermediate outlook for the stock market is lower into the summer and then a big rebound. The Russian ruble is devaluing against the US dollar a little bit. I still think the Russian ruble will do very, very well in the years and decades to come. All right, that is actually it for me. I'm going to cut the camera. I'm going to look at your live chat. I'm going to show you guys my amazing background. All right, let me see if there's any questions, but I'm not going to do screen share. Why is Bitcoin tanking? Well, because there's more people interested in selling it than buying it. That's like the general supply and demand thing. Tone, please watch Fyro. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's a movie or a stock. Satoshi for breakfast. I wonder, did you change your username on YouTube? I think this is your hoodie. because I recognize the avatar. Where am I? I am on a little island off the coast of Panama. I don't want to say the name of the island yet because the island is for sale. And it's a big island. It is 3/4 the size of Manhattan. So I need to find like a really good like place that people know to equal the size of this island. It's a big island. It's we're driving around. It's got a lot of roads too. Military built the roads like 80 years ago. U.S. military. So we were driving around this island yesterday for like 4 hours. That's how big the island is. Just checking out all the cool spots. And the whole island is for sale, which will include this hotel that I'm at. It has one hotel. It has one airstrip, one hotel, bunch of helicopter landing pads. And so I don't really want to say there's too many rich billionaires in the Bitcoin space now, crypto space. So I mean, I'm sure they can find out anyway, but hoping that my friends can go into a deal and then we'll have to, you know, fundraise to get the money. Because I would love like 1% of this island to build my perfect hotel to host future financial summits. That's basically my retirement plan. Just build a nice little boutique hotel, resort, villas, private pools. You guys know how I do if you watch the video of the last financial summit. And have my restaurant that has the tone-based diet. And this is where I would retire. Like this, or another project that we're doing in Mexico. Almost forgot about that one. My boy Jimmy G. So those will be my two places. The two citadels. That one's going to be more of a Bitcoin citadel. This one is going to be hard to make this a Bitcoin citadel. That one is going to be a Bitcoin citadel because a Bitcoin maxi on my level owns that land already and is making it a Bitcoin citadel in Mexico. So that's going to be my Bitcoin hideout. And this would be my, you know, tropical hideout. We're going to, later this year, we're going to talk about that Mexico project as well. I know Jimmy's watching. So these are going to be this is my new interest now. Besides geopolitics, my new interest is off-grid living. Like this is totally off-grid, but we have internet. Obviously, you have never owned or ran villas. It's so hard, so much work you can't imagine. Oh, I agree with you. I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. This is why I need Bitcoin to be like $1 million a Bitcoin so I could pay a ridiculous salary to those that know how to run villas. I couldn't agree more. I know absolutely nothing. The property you are currently on, is it open to the public or are you at someone's private estate? It's both. It's an island that's privately owned, but they have a hotel that's open to the public. But the only way you can get here is if the hotel, which is owned by the island owner, like approves you, which they will if you're like basically you reserve a room at the hotel and they set you up on a small private flight from Panama to this island, right? So it's a combination. It is open to the public, but it's owned by a single person. So he can always say no if he wants. Like you can't like randomly fly here, right? So you can only fly here is if you book the room at the hotel. Am I going to stay with you for the market open? Probably not. It's kind of hot, and I want to go down to the beach before we check out. How much are those islands behind you? Well, those little things, those just rocks, guys. They technically belong to this island, but they're also technically not in the papers, but they're just rocks. Decentralize the island then. No, why? Like, why would someone who privately owns, well, like, decentralize your house? Like, why? Like, you bought the house, right? Like, if you buy your house, why don't you decentralize your house? Why don't you open your house to anyone because you decentralized it on, I don't know, OpenSea or something? And then anyone with an NFT key to your own personal house can just come into your bedroom. Like, these are just silly ideas, right? Like, why would you decentralize a privately owned island? The island has an airport strip, so you can land an airplane. It doesn't have an airport as an airport as an airplane strip. Yeah, exactly. Decentralize your net worth via token. Well, no, that's a scam. Because you're not actually going to give them your net worth. I don't know, on a project this big, there's probably gonna be NFTs. There's gonna be there's gonna be some shit coining going on. I'll do my best. I'll do my best to keep the shit coining to a minimum, by at least forcing it all to be on Bitcoin. So it's the like I can't get away from that world, guys. Like it's this is why I'm kind of exiting the whole Bitcoin evangelism thing, because uh it it's hard to explain it, but it's hard to explain it. It really is. Maybe we'll do a show on it one day. There's gonna be NFTs. I'm not planning to do it, right? Like I still think ethically there is issues, but it looks like regulation isn't gonna do shit. So there's gonna be a world of a billion coins, like a billion NFTs, a trillion NFTs. It's probably gonna be that kind of world. The best I can do is technologically get it done on Bitcoin, like because I have the connections to the right people that can convince other people that if you're gonna do an NFT, do it on Bitcoin, and then try to do it as ethically as possible. But I'm gonna lose that battle, guys. I'm gonna lose the battle of not NFTing. Let's say I do get involved in an island purchase. The thing in Mexico, that's never gonna get NFT. That's not happening because that's a Bitcoiner that's running the show. So that's not gonna happen. On something like this, I mean, there's probably gonna be NFTs. Like I'm mentally prepared to lose that battle. That there's gonna be NFTs here, but I'm gonna fight to win the war that the NFTs are gonna be on top of Bitcoin. How do you manage tsunami risk? Insurance, life insurance, uh, good radar equipment. So they tell you early, have a helicopter nearby to fly off. This particular island has areas that are 300 feet above sea level. You get there quickly. I mean, that's how you manage the tsunami risk. We are on the Pacific side. All right, guys. Any final questions before I head off? How many live viewers we got? Wow, we got 300. Look, real estate's a good investment. I think that Bitcoin's a better investment right now than real estate. But one more Bitcoin bubble, Bitcoin at quarter mil, Bitcoin at 500,000, the coin at that point, good real estate could be a better. I'm not a real estate guy, guys. I'm just not. Yeah, it's 5 minutes. I can stay until market open. We'll see what happens. I have not heard Putin's speech, guys. I'm really disappointed. Like I'm between like looking at this stuff, traveling through Panama, and then I gotta get to back to Miami, playing poker tomorrow night, and 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 then I gotta get to London. Like it's hard. Like I do want to listen to Putin's speech. I do want to know what's going on. I mean, I saw. I mean, like I saw Zelensky partying it up with you too. Like it's insane to me. This whole thing is just insane. Don't you have more important things to do than participate in a rock band? It's just frustrating. Oh, you saw the vulture fly behind me? Real estate is about to tank. No, it's really hard for real estate to tank unless BlackRock goes bankrupt because between bankrupt and Bill Gates, they own like half of American real estate. Yeah, so I don't have a car anymore, so I can't sell that. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten around to selling my condo yet, so that still needs to be done. Oh man, Brazil was so much fun. Oh man, I can't believe I haven't been to Brazil before. Brazil was great. I am taking an entire month off next year, uh, and I'm spending it in Brazil. I'm gonna travel the Amazon for like 3 weeks. No, I'm not on. I'm not on Coba Island, guys. Not the island. My thoughts on the Brazilian traders, man. Brazil. Brazil is a it's a really big country with a lot of resources, and so this is going to be a horrible comparison, but no, I shouldn't make the comparison. Like the word Russia is like evil now, but so it's just its own isolated community that only speaks Portuguese mostly. But like you can do a channel in Portuguese in Brazil, never speaking a word of English, and you'll get like thousands of live viewers. You can get hundreds of thousands of subscribers. You can like grow your channel to 1 million subs just from Brazilians themselves. So it's good and bad because you're not even taking advantage of the English speaking world or Spanish speaking world. I had no idea that Brazil can have that kind of reach just in Portuguese, but it does. It's really, really cool. How fast does Bitcoin need to fall to get you all in? That's a good question. It's not about how fast it falls. Well, it kind of is, but market is about to open, so we're going back to screen share. So let's go back to Bitcoin, right? Look, we have time and price. If Bitcoin is still at these ridiculously low prices of $30,000 going into the end of the year, that puts me all in. I don't need a capitulation at that point because time and frustration will solve the job of a price crash. If we price crash, we just need to get to this low $20,000 level. And the more time goes by, the less I need 20,000 and the higher we go, it's okay. So, I mean, and this moving average kind of does that for us, right? So if we crash now, I need about 21,000. But if we crash in September, I only need about 26,000. And if we don't crash and we make it to December, I just need 30,000 in December. Okay, let's go to market open. I like the futures market. Futures at the open, let's see. Here we go. I'm gonna, all right, let me expand this. We are live. Let's go to a 10-minute chart, which doesn't want to update. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Here is the 9:30 candle. I really wish I can stay with you into 10 a.m. and play the 10 a.m. reversal with you guys, but I can't stay on this long. So let's see what happens here at the open. And not much, right? So it's not really interesting. The 10-minute market open chart. Nothing interesting is happening at market open. I'm sorry. I'm going to cut the screen share. I don't think Bitcoin's doing anything either. All right, one more advertisement for the financial summit. We're about to post testimonial videos, and they're awesome. And this is the full videos over here. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. And I will see you all on the next one. Enjoy the scenery one last time, because I'm leaving in a few hours. Bye, guys.